Do you ever just feel like the universe is trying to tell you something? Hey, it's your girl Bri. Welcome back to me trying to vlog every day for the rest of 2026. Happy Tuesday. I almost said Wednesday. I'm like this close to saying Wednesday all day. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you had a fantastic day. Let me know in the comments what you did today. Did you work? Were you off? Do you have that kind of life where you don't work and you just relax? If you do, I'm jealous. Today was pretty chill. I went into the office, like I said, which is why I'm in this more professional top, I guess. I'm still in my work clothes. I did my workout, so we're going to be doing our TBR gumball at the end of the video. And I went into the office. It was very rainy today, which kind of cooled everything down, which was nice. It wasn't as muggy, but it was just rainy on and off all day. So I got a lot of work done, and I don't know what it is. It's like my algorithm is trying to tell me something. Do you ever just feel like the universe is trying to tell you something? In this instance, not maybe the universe, but my algorithm is like trying to push me, because I'm not getting like food videos. I'm not getting like health videos. I'm getting craft videos, but not just craft videos. Obviously, my algorithm knows that I'm a crafty person, that I will buy all of the things I need to start a new craft, a new hobby. They know I'm obsessed with hobbies. But specifically, all day today, I've been getting pushed content from small business owners who are at craft festivals or at markets selling their crafts, specifically crochet. And I feel like, if you've noticed, I haven't been talking about crochet in any of my vlogs. It's something about hot, like summer weather is not conducive to crochet for me. Like, I'm not saying, for me personally, I just don't want to pick up yarn and crochet when it's hot. But this is the time of year I should be doing it. If I want to sell stuff in the fall and the winter, I should be crocheting all the things, having them ready for sale for my Etsy, or I'm actually thinking about opening a Shopify account also. But in order to sell stuff, you have to pre-make it. So I would have to make a bunch of stuff now and have it ready for the fall and the winter. But all day today, I've been getting pushed content, like I said, from small business owners, specifically crochet ones, but I've been getting like bead stuff too, because I've been doing a lot of like bead crafts. And they're all like how I set up for markets. These are what sell really great at markets. This is what I'm crocheting for a market. And I'm like, I think I could do that. I know how to crochet. I think I could sell crochet things, not just crochet things, because obviously I don't just crochet. I make bookmarks, I do resin stuff, I do bead stuff, like I do a million things, and I feel like I could sell stuff at a market. So when I had this epiphany after the push from the algorithm, I spent part of my lunch break today writing out a plan. I'm gonna flash the notebook at you because I don't want you pausing it and trying to read my writing. Okay, don't do that, because some of these things are surprises. I wrote a plan for how I want to launch officially my small business in 2027. So my plan is obviously to do a ton of research. I am not the type of person who just like has an idea and does it. I'm more of a planner, specifically, where I'm going to research all of the New York City markets in 2027 for every month, what markets, where they are, and all that stuff. Figure out like what kind of stuff gets sold at them, what's the best market for crochet, what's the best market for book people, like that kind of stuff. And then I obviously need to officially launch my business. Right now, I sell stuff on my Etsy. I don't get that many sales, truthfully, but I feel like it just needs a whole rework, rebrand, cohesiveness. Because I went from selling crochet stuff on there to then putting up buttons, because I love buttons, to then putting up bookmarks, to then putting up financial planning stuff. I just feel like I need a cohesiveness. So I'm going to rework all of that stuff and figure out what officially I want to sell on there. And then the last thing I thought about that I need to do, which is very long overdue, is I need to officially get my driver's license. Yes, I know, I'm in my late 30s and I don't have a driver's license. But in my defense, I live in New York City. And if you ask anyone who lives in New York City, a lot of people don't have driver's license. If everyone who lived in New York City had a driver's license, it would be impossible to get anywhere. There are already too many cars. So the amount of people who don't have driver's license, you'd be surprised. So I need to officially get my driver's license because that would make me going to markets next year even easier because I can drive myself, pack the car, and do what I need to do. So these are all things in my 2027 goal plan. And then I had to kind of think about what I want to hone in on in terms of like what I'm going to sell. I don't want to just sell like any and everything. I want to have like a theme. And I feel like for me, if I have a theme, then I can create all of my products around the theme. So in all of my different, what's the word I'm thinking of? In all of my different mediums. So like, if I have a theme, I can then crochet something in that theme. I can do resin acrylic stuff in that theme. I can do stickers in that theme. I can do Kindle inserts in that theme. So like, I just pick a theme and then create all of the stuff that I know how to create within that theme. Does that make sense? I don't want to spoil what my theme's going to be, but I just wanted to talk it through because like I literally was sitting at work on my lunch break and I had this major epiphany. It just like went off. And I feel like for me, I am a dreamer, and I feel like dreaming is a form of planning is true for me. So like I'll get an idea and I have to write it down. I have to think it through and I have to do all the steps. So I literally spent my lunch break thinking of themes, things that match me as a person that like I won't get tired of making, I won't get tired of selling, and then I need to put this plan into action. The stuff about like making a small business and starting an LLC and doing all that stuff will come after I do what I need to do to make the products, if that makes sense. I'm gonna stay away from the trademarking stuff for a little while. I'll trademark my own business name, and then other than that, I won't. But luckily, my fiance, who's very successful, just started his own LLC, so I'll get tips from him when the time comes. But for right now, I'm focused on my branding and also what I'm gonna sell. So these are all things I spent today doing. A lot of stuff, I know. Speaking of, I know we were just talking business heavy. This is actually going to be a shorter vlog. I know I've been yapping, but this is going to be a shorter vlog because I didn't really do anything today except go to work, do my workout, and then, like I said, I was just all planning stuff. I said I made 2 bracelets last week. What? Sorry if that was an ASMR moment of the day. While I was away from you. And I was going to show them to you, but I wasn't wearing them yesterday. I really need to take my nail polish off because as you can see, it's jacked. So I made, which this is my first ever bracelet with clay beads that I made probably since I was a kid. I made this NYX bracelet and it says NY Heart NYX. And then it has the orange and blue. And then it has a basketball bead. And actually the set that I bought, let me know, I'll actually link it in the description if you want. The set that I bought has different sports balls. So there were 2 types of basketballs, like a vintage color and then this color. They had footballs, tennis balls, soccer balls, volleyballs, I think, and then baseballs. So I definitely would be able to make other types of bracelets and or charms for other teams, and I do plan to do that. But for me, you see, I have a very particular attention to detail that and OCDness that made me, if you can see, it goes from blue to orange, and I actually counted out and made sure that each section of color had 5 beads on it because NYX in 5, so it has like a sentimental meaning to me, like more than just a pattern. I wanted it to make sense. So this is my NYX in 5 bracelet. And then for the Bronx is Reading Book Festival, where I got to meet my favorite author of life, Kennedy Ryan, I made this bracelet. And I didn't even show it to her because I was so nervous to meet her. And also, like I said, I had a migraine starting. But it says Skyland in gold because her series, my favorite one is the Skyland series. And it has 3 different colors, this pink, this purple, and this orange, because those match the covers of the books. So there's 3 books in that series, and each book has this color. So pink for one book, purple for another book, or the final book is purple, and then orange for another book. And I actually matched it, like I held the covers up to the beads and tried to get the closest one. So this is the one I made for the Bronx Book Festival. And these are the types of things that I want to sell. Like, I want to make things that are cute and that I would wear. And I think besides just bracelets, I want to do, like, obviously I started to do bag charms. So I feel like this would be cute as a bag charms, or even phone charms. So I have all these ideas. I wrote them all down. I just need to execute now. So I feel like for the rest of the year, besides just doing research and like planning ahead for like markets and what months have what holidays, which I already kind of know, because from when I'm doing baking stuff, I kind of have to pay attention to, like, obviously February is Valentine's Day, lots of Valentine's Day orders. So like I kind of have to pay attention to the months and what holidays fall in them anyway for my baking stuff, because I get orders sometimes for stuff. I kind of really want to also get into that again. But I'm waiting until hopefully we move, because I need a bigger kitchen space in order to kind of do the business, the baking business at least. This, I have the space to do now. So I want to start that, instead of just saying, like, I saw so many things where it was like, just start. Like, stop making excuses. Nothing needs to be perfect. You just need to start. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to start. I have all the things. I don't have all the things, but I have a lot of the things I need to start. And I need to just stop talking about it and start doing it. So you're going to be hearing a lot about what I'm crocheting. I'm going to show you prototypes for things, bracelets, keychains, all this stuff. Definitely let me know in the comments what you like, what you don't like. If I show you a sticker and you're like, nah, maybe not those colors. All the criticism, I want all the feedback that I can get, because at the end of the day, I want people to like the stuff that I'm selling. So if I get feedback from you about what you like, what you don't like, what you think I should make, what you don't think I should make, let me know, because at the end of the day, maybe you'll buy something. So I'm very excited about this, if you can't tell, because I've been about it the whole time. I just finished making dinner before this vlog. Again, I had ground chicken. It was taco bowl night. Those are super easy. You can mix up the ingredients. Like, you just season the meat and then add whatever you want to your own taco bowls, like Chipotle, but cheaper. So I'm going to go drink my dirty Dr. Pepper, edit this vlog, and edit my gaming video. The gaming video I posted yesterday is doing, I want to say, pretty well for my gaming channel. So I'm gonna, instead of posting another gaming video tomorrow, I'm gonna kind of let it cook a little longer and post my next gaming video on Thursday, so it can go from Thursday through the rest of the weekend. It's my goal. But let's do our TBR gumball. I realized yesterday, when I was editing yesterday's video, I didn't tell you what quarter it was. I don't think it was a fancy quarter, though. I don't remember it being a fancy quarter. I think it was just a regular. But I didn't tell you the year, so I'm sorry if that bothered anyone, because I've been doing that, and then all of a sudden I didn't. So if that bothered you, I apologize. But today we did get a fancy quarter. It's a 2003 Maine quarter, and it has a beautiful lighthouse on the back of it. Hopefully you can see. I don't ever know how close up to the camera I need to put the quarter in order for you to see it. But let's do our gumball. Also, I was right, by the way, when we did yesterday's gumball, and I was like, oh, this author's name in this book sounds familiar. It was the book that comes after the book we already picked. So there is that. At least now we get to read 2 books in a series. Let's see what today's pick is. Ooh. It's Rally by Devney Perry. And I think I've read a book by them before. I'm pretty sure. The name is very familiar to me, so I feel like I have. Let me just double check. I'm positive that I have not read this book because I don't recognize the name of the book. I just recognize the name of the author, which means I haven't read it. Ooh, it's the third book in a series by Devney Perry, the Treasure State Wildcat series. It looks like it's a football book. Ooh, it's a football college book. I don't know, but it says pregnant, homeless, and broke. Not what I was expecting for my senior year in college. Well, damn, girl. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. I'm going to definitely pick that up on Kindle Unlimited. I'm sure it's on Kindle Unlimited. Actually, I wanted to see what I had read by Devney Perry before because I feel like the name, I'm following them on Goodreads, but the name, oh, okay, so I recognized her name because of Shield of Sparrows, which is obviously on my TBR, but I haven't read yet. And then also their Indigo Ridge series. Have I read anything by them? I don't know. I have a lot of their books on my TBR list, which is endless. Endless? Why did I say with a T at the end? My TBR is endless. So that makes sense why I recognized their name, but I haven't read their books yet. I haven't gotten to them. So I'm going to go get that on Kindle Unlimited. We'll be adding that to our immediate TBR. I have a distinction now. Immediate TBR means I'm going to read it within the month. And then TBR means I will read it. It's on my radar, but I don't know when. So yes, thank you so much for coming to the vlog today, checking it out. Thank you for listening to my excited ramblings about what I plan to do with this channel, with my content, with my Etsy, with my business. I say it in quotes, but it's going to be official. 2027, the year of Slices of Bri, my business. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments. Do you know how to start a small business? Have you ever started one? Do you already have one? Let me know in the comments, all the feedback. I need all the tips I can get. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.